Ruston, Louisiana, we've got college football on CBS Sports Network, and it's presented by Geico. From Ruston, it's the Bulldogs of Louisiana Tech playing host to the Miners of UTEP. And here come the Bulldogs, 16-3-1, a dominant record all time against the Miners. As we welcome you up into the broadcast booth. Hi, everybody. Alex Sobario. That's Dante Whitner, three-time Pro Bowler. And Dante, big defensive guy. But when you talk about these teams, they're riding the ship with defense and with offense.
The Miners are entering this game feeling oh so good, coming off their first win of the Scotty Walton era. They want to use that to maybe capture a second consecutive victory. For the Bulldogs, they've had a roller coaster of a season. Their 2-4 record is not indicative of how good this team really is. And when you look at it, they've lost 3 games by a total of 13 points. This is a team that could easily be sitting at 4-2 or maybe even 5-1.
They're one of the top teams in Conference USA in defense, but when you think La Tech, you think offense because of the air raid principles. True Edwards has really taken his game to another level at the wideout spot.
And he is the focal point of this Bulldog offense. He aligns in a variety of different positions. He can run a deep ball, and at 6'3", he's a big target in the red zone. 4 touchdowns leading Conference USA.
This wide receiver matchup is going to be a lot of fun. True Edwards on La Tech, Kenny Odom for the Miners. Look what he's done this season, 4 touchdowns this year. Now let's switch gears to the UTEP Miners and Javon Jackson. You want to talk about the running game stepping up? That's what this UTEP offense needed to get going. That's why they got to win. Javon Jackson's the reason
why. And they
why.
wanted to create space, and he has all the attributes you want in a good back. He's instinctive. He makes you miss. He runs through arm tackles. And when you look at it, he's a slasher. Look at the interior pressure there. He finds a small hole on the outside, puts his foot in the ground, and creates something out of nothing. And then for me, it's the patience. If your linebackers overplay it, he's going to find the cutback lane, and then again, he's going to burst, get to the sideline, and he's a home run hitter.
Take a look at head coach Scotty Walton finally getting that first win as the UTEP head coach. Spent 4 seasons at Austin Peay. Did a great job there. Sonny Cumbie, we talked about him. He's a Mike Leach disciple. Played for him at Texas Tech. Coach under him as well. Also coach under Gary Patterson at TCU. Tech has won the toss. They've elected to defer, so UTEP will receive, and Tech will defend the south end zone. Kick is in the air, and it's going to sail to the back of the end zone. And UTEP will get the football at the 25. And out comes Skylar Locklear. Locklear actually benched at one point during the year. Cade McConnell had to come in. Cade McConnell, who actually stayed at UTEP from last season after the coaching change, but Locklear got back into the starting role after the injury to McConnell and had a nice game coming in relief of McConnell, and now he's back out there. Gives him a little more versatility offensively.
And he gives him a better opportunity to win. And I feel like his main attribute is the ability to move around when the plays break down and create explosives for this offense.
Got Javon Jackson in the backfield here, and again, what a game he had last time out. As we get things started from the 25, and a quick pass to the right side. Oh, and what a hit there. Able to get it to Kenny Odom right off of the jump, but the defense had that sniffed out. This La Tech defense is no joke, Hitman.
They aren't, and they fly around, and especially in the secondary. And I'm not sure if that was a mental error. Normally you don't throw the football out to the edge without a blocker for that outside corner. They're going to have to fix that, or they're going to continue to tee off on these screen passes.
That was Jacob Fields with that immediate hit there for La Tech. It's a loss of 3 on the play, so 2nd and 13 here for the Miners. Locklear is going to keep it himself. Design run for him, but not much there. Maybe got to the line of scrimmage before Jesse Evans was there to bring him down.
And you don't want to see your quarterback taking those type of hits, especially this early in the game. La Tech defense did a really good job of setting the edge, and Jesse Evans came off the edge and really wrecked shop.
So this is a big 3rd down here for UTEP, and this is a team that struggled to get their offense going throughout the season. And just coming off their first win of the year, first win as the program in almost a calendar year. The 30-21 victory last time out against FIU. Locklear, back to pass, steps up. Here comes the rush, fires, got a man over the middle, deep. That one deflected. What a opportunity there. Jacob Fields, though, able to get his hand in there and swat it away. Great defensive play there from Fields.
And that's Fields' 3rd pass breakup on the year, and this really should have been an interception. Defensive backs are taught to attack the ball right there with both hands, go up, and be secure in going up and attacking that football. That's a missed opportunity, but still a great play coming through with his 3rd pass breakup on the year.
We got Solo Lewis back deep to receive this one here. Longest return of the year is 30 yards. And they're going to kick it away from him. It's going to bounce at the 50. It's going to take a La Tech bounce. It's going to be excellent field position here for the Bulldogs of Louisiana Tech. A 22-yard punt, that's it. Adam Jacklin coming off the field for UTEP. And now we'll get a chance to take a look at Evan Bullock. And Evan Bullock, the redshirt freshman out of Anna, Texas, what a debut he's had in his first 4 games as a starter. They went with Jack Turner out of camp, and then Evan Bullock earned the job and had a great outing a couple of weeks ago against Middle Tennessee, and he's been able to keep it going ever since.
And you're right, Alex, and after that Middle Tennessee game, he won Conference USA Player of the Week, throwing 5 touchdowns and adding another on the ground.
Just an excellent performance, trying to keep it going here. Bullock fires, and that pass deflected and incomplete. Jay Wilkerson, the intended receiver, and Diamond able to break it up there. As we take a look at the offensive line up here and the line, as we have a UTEP player down on the field, as we look at these offensive line and then the skill players here for Louisiana Tech. And take a look there, Lance Russell coming off the field, actually bounced into his own player there. You see her running into Dorian Hopkins. That's a big body to be running into right there. And Russell's going to be coming off the field. Russell out of Riverside, California, 6'3", 210-pound junior, being helped off, and he'll head over to the medical tent area. Hope he's going to be doing well.
And he really looks like he's struggling there. Hopefully he's okay. They definitely need him on this defense. He won Defensive Player of the Week last week for this Orange Swarm defense.
And they really have needed some of the guys in the secondary to step up because they've had a ton of injuries back there. They just got Corey Chapman back as well after he missed a couple of games. Now we're resetting the game clock here to 13:27 for this second down play. See, head coach Sonny Cumbie actually gave up play calling duties a couple of weeks ago before the Middle Tennessee game, and what it turned into was a 48-point outing that really could have been 50-plus.
And you see Evan Bullock right there making corrections. They show blitz, and he checked out of the play.
Here comes the rush. Fake the handoff, and it got him wrapped up immediately. And Corey Chapman coming off the edge out of the safety spot.
And Corey Chapman timed that perfectly. One of the great things about playing defensive back is you know when they're going to snap the football. Corey Chapman initially played the run there, and probably Evan Bullock should have handed the ball out there and not checked it out of a run to a pass. But Chapman doing what he does, making plays on all levels of the defense.
Well, the UTEP defense, we talked to defensive coordinator J.J. Clark about how they needed to make an effort to disguise a lot of their plays. Bullock lets it go, fires a pass complete to Amari Wiggins, and able to be brought down. Does pick up positive yardage. So Jalen Shelton there to bring him down. But it's not going to be enough, and special teams unit will come on.
And that's all you expect from your defense on third down. You force the ball short, you rally, you inside, outside tackle, and you get yourself off the football field.
Patrick Ray out of Melbourne, Australia, the redshirt sophomore coming in to punt this one away. He's going to punt it away to Cam Thomas, one of the several Austin Peay transfers that joined Scotty Walden here in UTEP. That one up in the air, and it's going to get caught by La Tech over at the 5-yard line. 37-yard punt.
And this game is going to be all about defense and all about hard hitting, and baby, I'm all about it. You see Fields started the party, and Chapman continued.
Well, you've heard of the Blues Brothers. We've got the Boo Brothers here in Ruston. No score after both teams with a possession. Let's take a look at the Stanley Steamer keys to the game. Dante?
For the Miners is create space for Jackson in the running game. He's coming off a career high 148 yards last week, and you have to stop the run. They've given up 212 yards a game. They have to keep that to under 125 tonight and protect the quarterback for La Tech. This UTEP Miner defense leads Conference USA with sacks, and you have to get off the field on third down. So often they're good on first and second down, get to third and long, and give up explosive plays.
Not much offense their first drive. Second opportunity on offense here for UTEP. Quick pass to the outside to Cam Thomas. Takes a big hit after crossing the 10-yard line, but good positive yardage there before Jacob Fields able to bring him down. A gain of 8 on the play. Cam Thomas plays what they call the minor back position. And we've got a La Tech player down over on the 15-yard line after taking a hit. And that's Isaiah McIlvain shaken up as he gets ready to come off the field. And he's favoring one of his legs.
And he's one of their best defensive backs. They're definitely going to need him.
Here's a look. Just got tangled up there with the cleats and the tape. Isaiah McIlvain, that would be a big loss for them. They've already lost the Conference USA Freshman of the Year, Michael Richard, who took a bad hit a couple of weeks ago in that game against Middle Tennessee. Had to be taken off the field on a stretcher and left in an ambulance, but he is doing better and on the sidelines for Louisiana Tech as Javon Jackson with the carry picks up a first down as Jackson, nice pickup of 11 yards there.
And we talked about the Miners creating space. Great job of creating space and attacking a light box.
And get to the line quickly, and once again, it's Jackson on the carry before they can even get the sticks into place. And he gets across the 30-yard line.
And that's going to be a major key tonight, spreading them out vertically and laterally, box counting, and relying on Jackson's legs.
5-yard pickup on first down. They get it to him again. And just like that, north to south, he keeps going. Gets across the 35, a gain of 7, and that's good for another first down.
And one of the things that the Miners do very well, they get up to the line of scrimmage, they like to snap the ball within 12 seconds, and they really test the cardiovascular endurance of your defense.
Javon Jackson coming over from Austin Peay as well, 148 yards last week, over 100 in the fourth quarter. And UTEP's win against FIU. This time they got him a little bit earlier, a couple of yards pick up there. Makai Mason, the redshirt sophomore from Pembroke Pines, Florida. Syracuse transfer brings him down. Second down and 8 here. See what Scotty Walden's got drawn up here on a second down and long play.
It's important that they protect. They have one-on-one on the outside. They might be able to take a shot here.
Locklear steps up. He'll look to run. No, quickly slings it to the left side, and it's complete. Trey Goodman, another Austin Peay transfer, the senior from Atlanta, hauls it in.
And that's what we talked about for this La Tech defense. They've had issues with mobile quarterbacks this year. And you see it, the play action fake, they're extra aggressive, but stepping up, stepping out, and then finding the receiver on the sideline. Great job.
UTEP was ready to go, and they keep switching players here on the defensive side. They're taking advantage of the smart play of, well, if they make a sub, we can make a sub as well. But it's a first down from midfield here. Another handoff to Jackson. And runs over a La Tech player in the process. Jacob Fields with the stop.
And another light box. This La Tech defense, they love to play 3-3-5, which means you naturally only have 3 down linemen. So what they're doing is they're spreading them laterally, and then they're box counting, which is why Jackson has so many carries here early in the game.
After a 3-yard pickup, fake the handoff there. Screen left side. Pass to Thomas. Breaks free. Down the sideline. They're not going to get him. Touchdown. 47 yards to the house. And UTEP on the scoreboard first. And that's the type of start that Scotty Walden has been looking from his team all season long. A fast start on offense.
Yes, and that's the Miner back there. And, oh, yeah, we forgot to tell you about Cam Thomas. We only spoke about Kenny Oden, and they got him out in the open field, and there were defenders there that could have tackled him. He's just so shifty in the open field, and once you miss, you can kiss him goodbye.
Buzz Flabiano for the point after. And that one is good. 8 plays, 94 yards, 3 minutes, 2 seconds off of the clock.
And that's quick strike ability. They like to spread you out. They got you focused on Jackson. Throw the ball out to Thomas, and he did the rest up the sideline for the first Miner touchdown of the night.
UTEP on the board first, Dante.
And I love the Scotty Walden offensive philosophy here early. You see they're doing a box count. You see they have 6 guys near the line of scrimmage here. But when you force them and you force the ball to Javon Jackson so many times, you're going to see this overhang player right here cheat into the box, which creates a lot of space for Cam Thomas at the top. And you'll see it. See, he just takes those 2 steps inside. You get the corner blocked. The safety whiffs on the tackle, and Cam Thomas does the rest. These aren't receivers that you want to let loose in space, or they'll kill you all night.
Scotty Walden, just infectious energy on that sideline, and this one will be returned here. And look at this return. DeMarcus Griffin-Taylor breaking free out of the open field, still on his feet on the sideline, finally brought down after getting into UTEP territory near the 40-yard line. He was on the CUSA preseason watch list as a kick returner. Second team All-CUSA last year. He is explosive at special teams.
The redshirt senior transfer really hit this one here, and I thought he was going to take this to the house. Kicker does a good job of slowing them down, turning them back into the teeth of the kickoff team.
A 58-yard return. Sorry there, Dante.
No problem.
58-yard return there. As Evan Bullock on offense here for La Tech. Not much there. That one's swatted at the line of scrimmage. It's Kyron Duhan, the freshman out of Houston from Summer Creek High School, getting his hand on it.
And a lot of times what these defensive linemen and linebackers are taught on the edge, when you see that quarterback gets ready to throw the football, get your hands up to create tips and overthrows.
After the incompletion, 2nd down and 10. Again, good field position here from the 41 of the Miners. Bullock, the redshirt freshman, hands it off here to Wiggins. Wiggins trying to get outside the numbers, kind of ran out of room. Looked like he was going to get there to the sideline with room to cut it upfield, but Amir Boyd Matthews able to stop him. Just a 3-yard pickup there.
And I thought he was going to get to the edge as well. And you see number 72, the right tackle, Hayden Christian, did a really good job of getting a big piece of the outside backer, but the defense really pursued well.
Under 8.5 to play first quarter. UTEP out in front, getting a touchdown on their 2nd drive. UTEP coming off their first win in nearly a year. La Tech could not convert on their first 3rd down opportunity last time. Bullock feeling the pressure, fires. It was a low throw, is caught by True Edwards, still on his feet, able to get the first down, trying to get more. Lost a few yards that he actually had picked up on offense, but you'll take it if it's a first down.
They aligned True Edwards to the number 3 position. A lot of open field there, and they tried to disguise the line of scrimmage and bail some receivers out. Great job of catching it off the shoestrings. Hand-eye coordination is off the chart.
That one kicked up some of the rubber pellets, it looked like. So first down here for La Tech from the UTEP 30. Bullock feeling the pressure again. They've got him wrapped up and brought down over near the 39-yard line. Maurice Westmoreland, you'll hear that name a lot. He's one of the top defensive linemen in CUSA.
Yeah, 6'2", 235 pounds. That's his 3.5 sacks on the season there, and he just beat him initially off the line of scrimmage with the get-off. Great job there.
Now with 3.5 sacks, as you mentioned, was on the Nagurski watch list in the preseason. First team All-CUSA last year. Under 7 minutes first quarter, 2nd down and a mile here for La Tech. Firing deep, has a man caught on the sidelines. Jimmy Holiday, the Western Kentucky transfers, got it. And it's near first down yardage, but it's going to be a couple of yards short.
And this La Tech defense is doing offense is doing a good job of picking up the pressure and really finding the holes in these exotic zones that they're playing. Josiah Allen went back to play cover 2 as a safety, and he just found an easy throw on the sideline.
They needed 17. They got 14. Penalty markers coming out, and we're going to have an illegal procedure penalty.
Offense, number 72, 5-yard penalty, 3rd down.
Our referee is Rory Bernard.
And head coach Sonny Cumbie, he can't like that procedure penalty there. He wants to play clean football, get up to the line of scrimmage, get the play in, and execute properly.
Hayden Christman, one called for the false start, 6'6", 324-pound redshirt freshman from Tioga, Louisiana. Bullock, and they're doing a nice job of creating pressure here. Bullock takes it himself and runs it forward, runs over a UTEP minor in the process, and going to be a bit shy of the 1st down, it looks like, but Bullock, nice run in there in the freshman.
And they're going to get up on the football and maybe go for it, like they're going to go for a quarterback sneak here.
And now Bullock's going to come off of the line here.
And they're still going to get the signal from the sideline. That previous play, they just played a soft zone, cover 2. They lost gap integrity in the middle, and Bullock took off.
Picked up 7 on that last play, and now a timeout is called. Sonny Cumbie and company want to talk this one over. We'll step aside while La Tech talks it over. Big 4th and 1 coming up for the Bulldogs when we return.
College football on CBS Sports Network is sponsored by Geico. Whatever you need, get more with Geico. By Verizon. And by Ram Trucks, built to serve.
Back here in Ruston, where Tech rides in style. That remote control Bugatti, 7-0 UTEP. We got a big 4th down. You get a look there at Nathan Young up in the press box. The co-offensive coordinator took over the play calling duties a couple of games ago, and they have been more explosive, to say the least. And now a timeout taken by UTEP after looking at the alignment. What do you think he saw?
Well, they saw them lined up in a heavy position, heavy formation, and they were probably going to run the football. And that's what a lot of good defensive coordinators do. They want to get a picture of it, especially in those highly critical moments in the game.
J.J. Clark, the defensive coordinator, you see him there with the headset on the right side of the screen, encircled by the defense. J.J. Clark, really complimentary of the progress his defense has made. They understand that this is a process here at UTEP.
And a lot of it is continuity, guys communicating together, knowing where they're going to be in the run game, pass game, and then continuing to play all-out effort.
5 of 10 on 4th down this season is Louisiana Tech. 4th and 1. Back in the gun is Bullock. Takes the snap, fires left side, and it's incomplete. They were looking for Solo Lewis over on that right side. And look at Scotty Walden. He's already red in the face already.
And I don't like the call. I think that when you go heavy formation and you motion a receiver, either you bring him across the field, but to stop him, take it back out, nearly threw an interception there. I don't like the play call. I don't like the play design. I feel like that's a wasted opportunity for the La Tech Bulldogs.
That was Josiah Allen there in on the coverage. And Nathan Young going to think that one over, certainly. As we get back to UTEP on offense, as they get it over on downs against Skylar Locklear, starting for the injured Cade McConnell. And we get a little flea flicker action, but the ball is loose on the turf, and Skylar Locklear just going to have to jump on it. Sifa Leota.
And the Tech defense expected that. Sudden change, when you get the football back or you turn it over, expect a trick play or a big play. And the Miners just got a little too cute for their own liking, nearly turned the football over there.
Yeah, when Cam Thomas to Kenny Odom trying to get it back to Locklear, there's Leota, goes by Chief. We'll call him Sifa at the start of the show. We'll call him Chief the rest of the way. Redshirt junior from Euless, Texas, transfer from North Texas after a big-time loss. And that one goes down near the line. Javon Jackson. And getting the hit.
And that's a textbook tackle. In the A-gap, mano-a-mano, near leg, near shoulder, delivering a blow. I love to see those type of form tackles, especially when you knock the ball carrier backwards.
Kari Foster in on the hit there. So it's 3rd down and 23 after that big loss. So empty backfield, 3 wide receivers almost all the way to the sideline there. And it's just going to be a draw play for Locklear. Gets outside the numbers, keeps it running. Good positive yardage there. Gets to about the 21-yard line.
And there's not too many plays in the playbook that you can pick up 3rd and forever. Did a really good job of just picking up what they could get there, not turning the football over. And there's nothing wrong with a punt. Ending a possession with a kick is not a bad thing for an offense.
So it's a 13-yard pickup there, but they will punt the football away. So Adam Jacklin, 5'11" redshirt freshman from Melbourne, Australia, in to punt the football away. And it's going to be to Solo Lewis, who's back deep to receive the punt. Standing at the 42-yard line. And waves his arm in the air for the fair catch. So La Tech, some good defense on that last drive and some extracurriculars, a helmet coming off here. So we'll clear it up. We will return, but UTEP striking first. They lead at 7-0 over La Tech. Tomorrow night at 7 Eastern, there's more CUSA action right here on CBS Sports Network. Defending conference champion Liberty taking on Kennesaw State. Take a look at what Liberty's done. 18 consecutive wins. They've got the longest active win streak in FBS football. Continuing to dominate, especially on offense. But Dante, UTEP's defense has really been stepping up here in the early going.
They have, and they came into this game leading Conference USA in sacks, and you see Nate Diamond there getting the PBU, and then you see Corey Chapman off of the edge to add to that sack total. They've been ultra aggressive, and that's what we expected from this minor defense. They don't get home with the front four, but they like to simulate and bring safeties and linebackers to speed up the quarterback's process and get to the quarterback.
And we talked about earlier how they did a nice job of stopping the run against FIU. -2 rushing yards right now for Louisiana Tech. So we're in Ruston, Louisiana. Alex Obario, Dante Whitner, our entire CBS crew. As we're going to run here, Jimmy Holiday. Getting across midfield, keeps it going, pick up about 9 yards. He just would not get down.
And that's their best play of the night. Jimmy Holiday is a true versatile playmaker for this offense. Wide receiver, running back, he comes alive in the red zone with the reverses. He's the gadget player. I expect this La Tech Bulldog offense to get the ball into Jimmy Holiday's hands to get this offense going.
Make it an 8-yard pickup here. It'll be 2nd and 2. Holiday on the direct snap. Takes it, gets the first down, lowers his shoulder, big hit, picks up the first down and a lot more. Gets to the 41-yard line.
And this is what they do. When their offense stalls, they call on Jimmy Holiday to get them started. And the Wildcat offense is perfect for a player of his stature with the attributes that he has. Just get him in space and allow him to go to work.
And once again, it's Holiday. This time, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, I guess. Keeps it running over on that outside, but this time they stop him. Stratton shuffle from Rio Rancho, the freshman, able to come up with a stop there.
And he hasn't played a lot, but this is an awesome play on the outside. It's all about penetration and sellout. All effort there. Great job of getting Jimmy Holiday because there wasn't another defender in the picture. If he doesn't make that tackle, it probably goes for a first down.
Second and 10. And another good defensive play here from UTEP as Fred Robertson gets the carry. And Chapman involved again, and he has been busy.
And that's his 6th TFL on the season, and I used to love these type of plays. When you get a Z motion or a slot motion, you can time it. You know when the ball is going to be snapped. You can cross his face and make a number of different plays in the backfield. Chapman is very aggressive on the edge tonight.
UTEP with 3 TFLs tonight. Now they've got Amani Givens in the backfield with Bullock. Looking, has time, steps up, pass complete, getting it to Givens, the junior from Baton Rouge, and a gain of about 4. Just goes through his progressions. Last opportunity was there to Givens, and they got positive yardage, but it will be 4th down.
And that was really a disappointing play there. They bailed, 4-man rush, played 2-man behind it, and one of the defenders blitzed and left Givens open on the sideline. If he would have remained on his feet, he would have definitely picked up the 1st down there.
Cam Thomas going to escape there. It'll be caught. Some really nice punting tonight from Patrick Ray, but there is a penalty marker down.
Marker on the field.
And there is a UTEP player down as well. That's Justin Content, the freshman from Georgia. 33-yard punt.
During the kick, holding, return team, number 25. The penalty is half the distance to the goal, 1st down. Timeout for an injured player.
So Content will come off the field here for UTEP.
That's a good thing. He's walking under his own power. We'll take a look at the hold from that punt. And if you check the center of your screen is the hold. 25 White throws him in right in front of the ref. You're going to call that every time. And on the side, you see Content gets just stepped on.
Boy, that's a rough penalty to commit if you're UTEP. It's already going to be a punt that's going to land you in the 5-yard line. And you go half the distance to that as well. So you're backed up deep here late in the 1st quarter. UTEP up 7-0. And on 1st down, it'll be Azel Jolly, the redshirt freshman from Missouri City, Texas. 2-yard pickup there. And that's going to be the last play of this 1st quarter. UTEP able to strike first. 7-0 lead. Miners off to a hot start. Defense playing well here in Ruston. That's the end of the 1st quarter. College football on CBS Sports Network, presented by Geico. It was a long time coming for the UTEP Miners getting in the win column. Let's take you back to last Wednesday. Skylar Locklear getting in the end zone in the 2nd quarter. Then Javon Jackson with a receiving touchdown there. Then in the 4th, Jackson with a 1-yard touchdown run to put UTEP up 27-21, and they love it in the West Texas town of El Paso. 1st win under Scotty Walden, but they did it with that orange swarm defense.
They did, and they harassed the quarterback. They had 2 sacks, 2 hurries. That ultimately turned into 4 interceptions, the most since 2011, and they want to replicate and duplicate that tonight.
UTEP on offense here as we start the 2nd quarter. 2nd down and 8, backed up deep after that last change of possession as they hand it off to Jolly again. Gets across the 5, but not much there. Field position for UTEP has been a lot worse than that of Louisiana Tech. Colby Fields, by the way, on the stop, transfer from South Carolina.
And on that last play, you saw Colby Fields, the linebacker, one of their most aggressive defenders, see it, shoot the gap, and get another TFL in the season, giving them a total of 7.5.
UTEP is 0 for 2 on 3rd down tonight. And they'll hand it off again here on 3rd down. Once again to Jolly, it's Jaden Gray coming in and making the stop.
And that's what it's going to take, penetration. That's great run defense. You set the edge, and he just wins on the edge versus number 74 and makes the tackle, which is the hardest part about it. Both defenses are playing really well, minus 1 play.
Jaden Gray out of Fort Worth, Texas. Iowa State transfer, making the big play from the defensive end spot. Jacklin having a look behind him there, make sure his back of his heel is not on the chalk behind him. Solo Lewis on the good side of the 50 for La Tech, ready to return. He's going to catch it, and I thought he muffed it, but he was able to hang on, able to break free. A penalty marker is out over near the 34-yard line. It's a 37-yard punt. We'll talk this one over. 7-yard on the return.
And like we have an injured player down.
During the return, holding. Return team, number 53. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. First down. Timeout for an injured player.
That's Blake Thompson that's on the field.
And you'll see number 53 in the center of your screen just takes number 30 Diamond down. And again, you do it right in front of the ref. They're going to call it every time. And that really hurts for the La Tech Bulldogs because you're in, pretty good position on the 40-yard line, and now you're going to be on the opposite 40. It's those type of penalties that continue to hurt you.
Louisiana Tech's defense continues to battle injuries this year. We talked about Richard earlier. We saw Isaiah McIlvain leave the game earlier as well. Now the La Tech offense coming back out after the penalty, the punt and the penalty. Still back at the 45-yard line. Still pretty decent field position here. It's the third time that La Tech has started a drive on the UTEP side of the field. Evan Bullock. Back to pass, plenty of time, lets it fly, he's got a man, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Jimmy Holiday, who's been busy on the evening, and it's Amir Boyd Matthews able to get his hand in there for the stop.
And they had what they want. They had a clear route. They had Jimmy Holiday one-on-one, and I felt like he should have went up and attacked that football in the air, and he would have gave himself a better opportunity to come down with the catch. You can't wait on it. Whether you're a defensive back or a wide receiver, you have to go up and track the football.
Second down and 10 from the 45. Bullock fires over the middle this time. It's complete to True Edwards. Edwards had an amazing catch. It was a couple inches off the turf earlier in the game. Xavier Smith with the stop there.
And I feel like they have to really find True Edwards earlier in downs when they're playing man-to-man coverage. Did a really good job there of showing a zone defense, playing man, and Bullock did a good job of figuring it out post-snap. I think they have to target True Edwards more, especially when they get closer to the red zone.
They picked up 6 on the plays, 3rd down and 4. La Tech 1 of 4 on 3rd down tonight. They're really good on the season on 3rd down. Bullock trying to escape, and they got him down. Tried to take off and run at the last second. And it's Duhan that brings him down, the freshman from Houston.
5-man pressure, one-on-one to the left. Duhan wins, come back inside, tracks Bullock, trying to scramble and step up. Another sack for this minor defense to add to their Conference USA leading total.
La Tech punts it away. Nowhere near Cam Thomas. And once again, excellent special teams. Jimmy Holiday gets under it. And again, inside the 5. Deep in their own territory is UTEP on their next drive.
College football on CBS Sports Network is sponsored by Homes.com. We've done your homework. By Stanley Steamer. It's not clean until it's Stanley Steamer clean. And by Geico. Whatever you need, get more with Geico.
They got a Monument Park here in Ruston. Statues of all the Hall of Famers out of Louisiana Tech. Terry Bradshaw, Fred Dean, Willie Rope. Look at the history of football success. Very unassuming history. People forget how successful this program has been, especially at the Division II level, and what they've done with the conference championships throughout the years in the old WAC, and of course now here in Conference USA. Trying to get things turned around here under Sonny Cumbie. First down here for UTEP again, backed up deep in their own territory. It's Jackson breaking free and able to squeeze through that defense and pick up a first down for UTEP.
And that's the box count that we're talking about. La Tech has 6 defensive backs on the field, 3 defensive linemen, 2 linebackers. They have enough to block them, and that's why they created the explosive run there.
Back to the tempo after the 14-yard pickup there from Jackson. Quick pass, left side, it's Goodman. And immediately goes out of bounds.
And that's why it's so difficult to stop this offense, because laterally they spread you out, and they make you and force you to tackle in space.
It's Jamal Shelby coming up with the stop. Another run there from Jackson. Roderick Roberson coming up with the stop.
And again, you see the box count. There was only 5 men, 5 defenders in the box there. They went to an exotic blitz. That's going to be a theme for the rest of this game. Box count, getting the ball to the edge or running it. I like the Miners' game plan here. 3rd and down, they have to push the football downfield here.
Put 4 wide receivers out here for this 3rd and 7 play. Fake the handoff. Locklear trying to escape. Feeling the pressure, just lets it go and throws it away. And it's incomplete, and the punting unit's going to come on.
There's no foul for intentional grounding.
Jesse
the quarterback
Evans
was
giving
outside
chase.
the pocket, and there was a receiver in the air. 4th down.
And this Miner defense is doing a really good job of getting pressure with 4. You see the stunts up front. Jesse Evans just missed him. The defensive secondary, they rotated to a cover 2, took away all the vertical threats. And Locklear just had to throw the football away there.
Solo Lewis back deep to receive this punt. It should be another drive with great field position coming up here for La Tech. This time it takes a UTEP bounce. First lucky break they've had on special teams all game. It'll be down inside the 24-yard line. We'll step aside. UTEP still hanging on to a 7-0 lead on the road in Ruston. Next Saturday on November the 2nd, 3:30 Eastern, these UTEP Miners will be back here on CBS Sports Network with a battle against the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders. They'll be back in the Sun Bowl for that one, by the Home Depot. Take a look at the last meeting between Middle Tennessee and UTEP. Blue Raiders winning that one by 4. Cade McConnell injured now for UTEP with over 360 yards passing with a couple of touchdowns in that one. That should be a fun quarterback matchup with Nick Vadiato of Middle Tennessee facing off against Skylar Locklear. Very similar players in that regard. So that's coming up a week from Saturday. Back here in Ruston, Miners with a 7-0 lead here on La Tech. It's been a long time coming since they got a win here in this building. And a run from Marquise Crosby. And no gain there for Crosby.
No, and that was KD Johnson, number 7 there, stout in the B gap. And you'll see it. They're making a heavy emphasis to be stout up front, create a gate, and tackle well. Both defenses are doing a good job versus the run and tackling.
UTEP defense certainly up to the challenge so far tonight against what's been a stout offense so far this season. Pass nearly sailed over the head. Great effort there from Jay Wilkerson.
Evan Bullock did a great job of waiting to the second window to try to fit that ball into Jay Wilkerson there. The Miner defense went with a zone blitz, bringing a safety off the edge. They protected it well. And that's a rare drop from Jay Wilkerson. It hit him right on the hands, and he normally catches that in the middle of the defense.
Louisiana Tech only with 48 yards of offense so far tonight. They are 1 of 5 on 3rd down, and this is a Louisiana Tech team that's second in the conference on 3rd down at 45%. Not that same percentage there. Pass complete and nothing doing. They got it to True Edwards, but Corey Chapman making plays all night long. The transfer from Austin Peay right there to make the stop.
I like this Corey Chapman kid. He's flying around. He's laying the wood, and there they just dropped him down as the backside hook defender, and he saw it the entire way. He didn't break stride. Textbook tackle in the alley. Corey Chapman is putting on a show for this Miner defense tonight.
Cam Thomas back deep to receive the punt. A lot of credit to this Miner defense. Everything they've been able to drop here, and there's a little bit of a shove after the fair catch. A 32-yard punt with no return. Let's take a look at the AP Top 10 powered by Ram Trucks. And quack, quack, you see the Oregon Ducks right up at the top. Of course, got that big win against your Ohio State Buckeyes there, Dante.
I don't feel so bad being that Oregon is ranked #1 now. It was a close game versus my Buckeyes. I don't feel like we played with the attitude we should have played with on defense. But hopefully, later on in the season, maybe during the playoffs or in the national championship, we can see the Oregon Ducks again.
Georgia moving up to #2 after their big win on the road at Texas. As we get a run here on first down for Javon Jackson.
Another box count run, 5 defenders in the box. You have a half of a player as the overlap player. This is what we're going to continue to see all night. Light boxes run. We're attacking the edges of the defense.
Locklear taking a hit as he stepped up into the pocket. I don't think he expected that hit. And it looked like Chief Leota able to come up with the hit. David Blay involved there as well.
And again, this Bulldog defense is getting it done and getting pressure, consistent pressure on the quarterback with 4 down defensive linemen, allowing them to drop 7 guys in coverage in there. They wanted to go deep, but nothing was open. They had it protected on the deep end, and ultimately Locklear had to eat the football.
UTEP 0 for 4 on third down tonight. They lost 4 on that play, so it's going to be third down and 11. Play action, Locklear. Rolling right, looking, and just throws it away after escaping the pocket. He could feel the pressure coming. Colby Fields giving chase.
Colby Fields is one of the best blitzing linebackers in Conference USA. And we talk about it all the time. Coverage and rush working together. And Locklear did take a hit after that play, but they're relying heavily on 2 safeties back deep, not giving up the deep ball, and allowing this 4-man rush to go and attack the quarterback. Great job of the Bulldogs getting off the field again on third down when their offense can't get anything going.
Adam Jacklin out of Australia. And this one's a rough one. You just go out of bounds over near the 30-yard line. And we've got another UTEP player down. More decent field position here for the Bulldogs when we return. UTEP still holding on to a 7-0 lead. Defense stepping up for the Miners here in recent weeks. They're doing it again here tonight.
Yeah, we knew that this was the weakness of this team, and they played with their hair on fire tonight. Corey Chapman has been everywhere. Westmoreland unblocked, secures the sack. This is a defense that I said had to hold this La Tech Bulldog offense under 125 yards rushing, and they've only given up 10 yards on 10 carries here in the first half. Phenomenal job from the Miners defense.
So first down here for Louisiana Tech, who's had a rough go of it offensively. Just 47 yards of offense, only 10 on the ground.
You have to find True Edwards.
Bullock fakes the handoff, pass, fires. Well, what did you say? Right on cue. True Edwards with the reception.
Really good job with the RPO, getting the linebackers to step up. And True Edwards aligned in the slot. He'll make that catch 100% of the time in double coverage. Strong hands and great hand-eye coordination. 16-yard pickup here.
Another first down for La Tech. Going through the progressions, they get it to Wiggins in the flat and hit out of bounds. And Maurice Westmoreland's dome comes off in the process. And True Edwards lost a boot.
And that's how you like to see a back finish on the sideline. Majority of backs, they're going to run out of bounds. And you see,
True Edwards
doing it without a shoe.
Having to run a play without a shoe on. You ever have to play it down without a cleat on, Dante?
I didn't. It's probably not the best thing to do when other guys are running around with cleats on. You don't want to get your feet stepped on.
Exactly. I was about to say the same thing. Probably not the smartest thing in the world. We got a 2nd down and 2 coming up. La Tech just across midfield. Another direct snap. Looking to throw here is Jimmy Holiday. Holiday takes a hit as he crosses midfield. And it's going to be close to the 1st down.
And it looked to me like Holiday was looking to throw that football. The toss pitch there, and they were looking to target number 18, Abdul Fatih, downfield. But this minor defense did a good job of locking into their responsibilities and not coming up on the fake. Good discipline there.
3rd down and 2 coming up here. And I think you're right. They need to keep looking for Edwards. 4 of the 8 completions by Bullock have been to Edwards.
And he's one-on-one to the top of the screen now.
Fake the handoff. Fire over the middle. He's got it. Solo Lewis is solo to the house. Touchdown, La Tech. 47 yards. Bullock to Lewis.
And it wasn't True Edwards, but it was Solo Lewis. And I saw it pre-snap, one-on-one, got the cornerback, turned around, sticked him with the left foot, transition with the football, and he does the rest. Explodes into the end zone. La Tech on the board, looking to tie it up with this extra point.
Correction on the distance, 48 yards on the touchdown here. As Buck Buchanan comes in for the point after. And that one is good. Buck Buchanan sometimes has made it interesting with his field goals and point afters, but nice play here for La Tech as they square things up at 7 apiece. Well, it's big plays that have equaled points in this one here in Ruston. La Tech getting a 48-yard touchdown reception from Solo Lewis. The UTEP touchdown was a 47-yard completion. Other than that, we've just seen a lot of defense here, Dante.
We have, and they made that entirely too easy. Man-to-man coverage. If I saw it from up here, they saw it on the field. And when you see the move that Solo Lewis put on at the top, you'll understand how he created so much separation. And you'll take it here. You have man coverage across the board. You have one-on-one at the top, Solo Lewis there. And that's how I knew it. And you'll see it. As a defensive back, you want to keep your hips perpendicular. You don't want to turn at the line of scrimmage within the first 5 yards. You see it. Speed turn to the top. Too much separation created from Solo Lewis. And once he transitions and tucks the football away, nobody's catching him. That's why you have to remain square at the line of scrimmage. You have to make them run through your body. And you can't be fooling around when you're in press coverage. Or you have, you will give up a big play.
Just a second. 30 seconds.
Scotty Walden wants to talk it over. You see Scotty Walden's hat stands for the Texas High School Coaches Association. Scotty Walden, of course, knows the Texas high school football system well, and he's told us at different times in our meetings with him about how important it is that they recruit the state of Texas. He knows he's got a lot of stiff competition within the state, but he's got all the coaches on the staff wearing that Texas High School Coaches Association hat with the Minor logo on the side, just to kind of pay homage to the Texas organization there.
And if you're Scotty Walden, yes, you want some of those recruits from the state of Texas. They're the second best football state behind Ohio.
Just going to leave that one out there, Dante.
It's true.
Handoff to Jolly. And Zymus with the stop.
And that was all created from the pressure from Jesse Evans, turning the ball back into Zymus. And I like how he attacked the football physically there. This is a critical moment in the game right now for the Miners. You have to pick up a first down here to recapture some of that momentum.
Dimas, by the way, from Sugar Land, Texas. Here's a carry from Jolly. Brought down over near the 35-yard line. Chief Leota.
Jolly has the ability to make you miss in a phone booth. You see it there. He made Blake Thompson see a ghost there on defense.
3rd and 1, trying to pick up a 3rd down for the first time
I
tonight.
don't think they got it.
And it's going to be close, but it looks to be short based on the spot from the sideline. Zymus, the Arkansas transfer, able to make the stop.
And they're like they're going to keep their offense out there to try to pick up this 4th down and to continue this drive. I'm totally against this. I think that with a 7-7 game right now, you punt the football away. The Bulldogs have all the momentum. If you don't get it here, they're almost guaranteed to score, at least with a field goal. Very gutsy call here.
Goes at the direct snap here. They pick up the first down and more. Javon Jackson breaking free. What a play call there. Jake Brown, Scotty Walden pick up the first down and a lot more.
No risk, no reward. And this is how they sealed the game last week versus FIU, giving the ball to Jackson, direct snap, and allowing him to see it, put his foot in the ground, and pick up the big yards.
Got a Louisiana Tech player down over near the 40-yard line. It's Cedric Woods, 5'11", 185-pound senior from just down the road in Monroe, Louisiana.
And he's been dealing with injuries pretty much all season. And we'll take a look at it here. Pursuit from the backside, and again, it looks like friendly fire. We've seen friendly fire maybe 3 times tonight.
On both sides, for sure. Cedric Woods coming off the field here. By the way, that run was for 22 yards by Jackson. Now 10 carries, 72 yards. Again, coming off that wonderful performance last time out of 148 yards with over 100 in the 4th quarter in the win against FIU last Wednesday.
Which was one of the keys to the game. Create space and allow Jackson to cook. He's cooking here in the first half.
4th down pickup for UTEP, now looking for more. Once again, they go to Jackson. This time goes outside. Blake Thompson with the stop.
And they're still getting up on the football. They're just not snapping it as quickly. They're getting a good look at the defense and really trying to call the perfect play. This is a critical situation right here for the Miners. Pick up about 15 more yards, you're in field goal range, and you have opportunity to run this clock down and not allow the Bulldogs to get another possession. I think you have to continue to lean on Jackson.
3:12 and counting here. 2nd and 6. Handoff again to Jackson. Might have gotten one.
And it's almost as if they're lulling this defense to sleep. Look at the top of the screen. And you'll see a lot of those wide receivers near the sideline, and there's not really a defender topping them. I'm expecting them to pull the ball out at some point and go to the RPO game or attack them laterally and make the defenders tackle in space here on this 3rd and 5.
Jaden Burnett had the stop. Huge 3rd down coming up. Still
man-to-man coverage.
0 for 6 on 3rd down tonight, UTEP. Locklear having to step up. Here comes the pressure. Decides to step up himself to try to pick up the first down. He's going to be short, only gets 2. So it'll be 4th down and looks to be a long 3 here.
And this Miner defense, this Bulldog defense struggled mightily with movement from quarterbacks, and they were very disciplined. They didn't get too far upfield. They had gap integrity, and they were ready for the called quarterback run game there.
So we're down to the 2-minute timeout. 4th and 3, decision time. Scotty Walden, discuss it. 2 minutes left in the first half. UTEP La Tech knotted up at 7. Coming up in just a minute, Verizon halftime report. Adam Zucker, Brian Jones, Rick Neuheisel, Aaron Taylor, and Randy Cross. We got a full house in New York. They'll break down this game, catch you up on this week's college football news, and look ahead to this weekend's action. It's all coming up on the Verizon Halftime Report. Alex Sabario, Dante Whitner, our entire CBS crew from Ruston, Louisiana. Happy to have you here in Ruston. Decision time for UTEP.
Another big decision here. I expect Scotty Walden to go for this. They went for it earlier. I thought they shouldn't have. Jackson ran off with the big run.
Well, they've got Pickles out there. Pickles, this is the first action of the season at quarterback. Pickles is going to tuck it and run, and he's going to run for a first down. A gutsy call. That's Pickles' first snap of the season.
Yeah, Pickles put the defender in a pickle. Did you see that? And unloaded on him there, which is why he's in the game. Wow, Zamos, the linebacker, felt that. That'll get the momentum going. That'll get the offense a first down. And here come the Miners trying to score a touchdown.
J.P. Pickles, 6'1", 200 pounds from Tallahassee, Florida. Locklear back in, a little sidearm throw over to the side. And taking the big hit is the Miner back, Cam Thomas.
And I know Odom is the deep threat here, but he has to do a better job of securing the edge and protecting Cam Thomas there. They had a lot of room. If he secures that block, he'll be one-on-one with the safety.
Louisiana Tech has taken a timeout. Try to give themselves perhaps an opportunity here. Second down and long. DeMarcus Griffin-Taylor was the one that had to stop. Let's take a look at what La Tech's defense has done tonight.
Yeah, speaking of defense, they've reacted very well on the edge. You see Fields with the big hit to open up the game. Again, a PBU that he should have intercepted. And they've had problems all year long with the called and not called quarterback run game. And you see everybody aware, alert, not rushing too far upfield, and finishing on Locklear, getting them on the ground. Again, corners on the outside, beating blocks, and textbook tackling. Both defenses have played very, very well tonight.
There's the defensive coordinator for La Tech, Jeremiah Johnson. Always enjoy having a chat with him. And Locklear able to hand it off. And wow, what another nice run for Javon Jackson.
Coming into the game, he said that he had all the main attributes you want in a back. He has a slash ability, instinctual and physical upon ball tack. When he arrives at tacklers.
And he's a guy that's been banged up earlier this year. You know, he didn't get a lot of touches in the early part of the season. You wonder what UTEP could have done if they had their running game going with Jackson earlier on in the year.
Well, it was all about creating more space. They tried to run the football.
The clock will start on the snap.
UTEP 0 for 7 on third down. They've got a 3rd and 6 coming up. Reset the play clock here. It's a minute 20 to go. Clock stopped. Locklear trying to get UTEP on the board before the end of the half. Handoff again. Jackson takes a hit. He's going to be shy of the first down, but inches them closer as he gets to the 25 and a timeout taken by La Tech. It was Jaden Gray, the Iowa State transfer, able to prevent the first down there.
And they did a good job of manning it up in the secondary and adding pressure to the line of scrimmage, adding safeties and linebackers to force the issue there. Another big 4th down on this drive.
It'll be 4th down and 3. So far tonight, UTEP has gone forward on 4th down twice on this drive, and they've converted it both times.
And currently they're in field goal range, but if those previous 2 4th down conversions are any indication as to what's coming next, they're going to keep the offense out there.
Buzz Flabiano, 3 for 3 last week. Again, he's had his struggles kicking the football this year. His longest of the season was a 45-yarder at Colorado State.
And Scotty Walden has learned from the past. They lost a New Mexico State game with a missed field goal. Operational issues with the snap in the hole for a field goal.
Looks like they're just trying to get him off sides, going with the clap
Timeout,
count.
UTEP.
UTEP takes their final timeout.
Of the half.
Not being able to draw them off sides, but could Scotty Walden use some more trickeration here, Dante Whitner?
I believe he should use some trickeration here. I don't know if the points are really a guarantee. With a lot of the issues that the Miners have had this year with the snap in the hole, missed shank kicks to the left, I would keep the offense out there and try to pick up this first down and ultimately get into the end zone to go about a touchdown going into half. But it looks like they're going to put the kicking team out there and they feel comfortable kicking a field goal from here.
He's going to kick it from the right hash. He's made a 45-yarder this year. He's 4 for 5 on the season from 40 and beyond. This is a 42-yard attempt. That one long enough, but way wide.
Again, another shank kick to the left. I really felt like they should have kept the offense out there and went for it on that fourth down. They're doing a good job all throughout the first half of spreading out this Bulldog defense and either running it versus a light box or throwing it versus a heavy box. I just wasn't comfortable with that distance after what I've seen from this field goal kicking unit this year.
3 for 3 last week, but again, he started the season kind of rough after the before the 3 for 3 he had against FIU. That one just a helicopter ball after it left his foot. So La Tech has some time left with 1:11 to go to take the lead before the half. Bullock escapes initially and then has to dive forward just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maurice Westmoreland there for the stop.
This Bulldog offense is having severe issues protecting the quarterback tonight.
Into the flat. Wiggins trying to get out of bounds. Does he? Looks like he does.
And I'm okay with that. 2-minute situation. Make them dump the ball. Rally to the football. Tackle well. Here you have another 3rd and 8. If you stop them here, you get the ball back for your offense, and you might be in some really good field position.
La Tech just 2 for 7 on 3rd down tonight, and this is a team in La Tech that's very good. 2nd in the conference on 3rd down entering the game at over 45%. Hand off here to Wiggins. It's going to get close, but will be short. Gets near the 35. And they won't have to run another play. They're lining up like they're going to run one. Here on 4th down, just trying to draw them off sides here, but they don't need to run a play, and they likely won't.
And they shouldn't run another play here. Nearly picked it up with that run there. But they're going to have to be content with just going to the half with a tie ball game.
Remember, they won the toss and they elected to defer, so they will get the ball to start the second half. So a little gamesmanship here at the end of the half by both of these teams. UTEP going for it on 4th down a couple of times and converting, unable to get a field goal to take the lead before halftime. La Tech gets it back, unable to get points after getting the ball back with a minute left. So we've got a lot of great defense in this one. We're here in Ruston, Louisiana for La Tech and UTEP. Midweek Conference USA action as we welcome you back into the broadcast booth. That's Dante Whitner. He's a 3-time Pro Bowler. I'm Alex Sobario. And Dante, this is the type of game that I think you would succeed in. There's a lot of hitting in this one and a lot of great defensive scheming.
Definitely my type of game. Not giving up explosive plays, not allowing the offense to move. That's what I like to do. And defensive backs flying around, getting physical is another thing that I actually love. And you see Diamond right there with the PBU. Chapman, defensive back, his 2.5 tackles for loss and a sack in the first half. Westmoreland comes unblocked, gets the sack, and you'll see it. This Miner defense really took the challenge. They were giving up 212 yards on the ground, only 17 in the first half, and you see it. That's my type of football. Fields with the big hit to open the game. The PBU that should have been an interception, and then doing a good job of handling the quarterback run game. This is something that they struggle with all year long. Both defenses are playing very well.
Yeah, a lot of physicality for sure. And look at the 3rd down numbers. UTEP unable to convert on 3rd down, but they've converted twice on 4th down. As we're going to get a fair catch here, getting ready to go. As La Tech, remember, they won the toss and they elected to defer, so they get it to start this second half. as Louisiana Tech fell behind 7-0.
And you like to see them come out and get into a groove. Pick up the first down here on this possession. They like to go fast, get up to the line of scrimmage, call the right play, but also find True Edwards. Where is True Edwards? Find him and get him the football.
Saw the quarterback comparison there. The only plays we've had for points have been those long touchdowns, but other than that, it's been all defense. Now, we've had some solid rushing on the UTEP side of things. Murray Wiggins unable to get much there. No gain as Dorian Hopkins.
And Dorian Hopkins is their leading tackler, and if you want to get yards on the ground, you don't run directly at him. Good job of fighting off the tackle and making the one-on-one tackle in the hole for a no gain.
They've been really impressed with the progression of Hopkins since spring. He was not slated to be the starter at that middle linebacker position. Where's the green dot now for them? And he's been excellent as Jimmy Holiday taking the ball here, getting close to the 30. He's going to be spotted around the 27-yard line. Hopkins with the stop.
Good job of just getting the ball to Holiday in space with blockers out in front, getting to the edge of the defense. The Miner defense wanted to make an emphasis of turning the ball back to the inside defenders. They didn't get it done there, and Holiday picked up a few yards to make this third down a little bit more manageable.
See if they do anything creative here on third down. They're 2 of 8 on third down tonight are the Bulldogs. Just underway here, second half of the 7-7 game, midweek CUSA action. Pass complete, first down. Jimmy Holiday. He's made the big plays when they needed him.
He has, and he's the guy to get this offense going. Just a drag route underneath. They played a soft cover 2 zone, which they played a lot in the first half, and he caught the ball and got the first down.
Now we got some tempo. Pass over on the sideline, and just a lot of traffic there.
And that was a dangerous pass. That was never open. Josiah Allen read it the entire way. They're playing a defense where you can't throw the ball out to the edge, and this could have been an interception. He was already engaged with the wide receivers when the ball was thrown out there. It looks like they predetermined where that football was going.
Abdul Fattah Ibrahim with the reception, so 2nd and 12 after the 2-yard loss. I thought there was a little holding there on Maurice Westmoreland there on the outside. Westmoreland on the edge looking to make a play. Pass complete to Ibrahim on that left side. And close to the 45-yard line. They're going to say he got to the 44.
This is what Cumbie wants to see from his offense. Attacking the defense laterally, running the football, getting it to the playmakers on the edge, picking up first downs, but operationally, handling things at the line of scrimmage and staying productive. Not putting yourself behind the 8 ball on first and second down, which makes this 3rd and 5 very manageable.
Bullock with 9 straight completions. 3rd down and 5, pass complete, big hit, and he held on to the football. Jimmy Holiday picks up the first down there.
Jimmy's going to come out of the game. Evan Bullock did a good job of reading through his progression. And in that soft zone right there, Holiday is supposed to sit down. He continued to run, which is why he took the big hit there.
Looked like he might have bobbled it as he came down with it. I don't know if it hit the ground, though. Bullock, 10 of his last 10, fires again, pass complete again to Wilkerson. Pardon me, that's Eli Finley, the tight end.
The Miners aren't blitzing as much as they were in the first half, and you're getting some tempo here. Just Wilkerson sitting down in a dead zone in cover 2.
First pass to the tight end Finley, whose dad was a punter for UTEP back in the 90s. Pass here to True Edwards.
Another catch on the edge to True Edwards, but they're not getting the movement that they want on the edge. Their receivers aren't doing a good job of blocking the defensive backs of this UTEP defense, and that's why they're not getting the yards that they're accustomed to in space out there. They have to do a better job of creating space and do a better job of sustaining blocks.
First drive of the second half. Escaping there is Wiggins, and then gets brought down. KD Johnson pursues after Wiggins had escaped the initial wrap-up.
And that was perfect timing on the blitz by everybody involved. they overloaded at the line of scrimmage. They didn't have enough to block it, and you see Nate Diamond, number 30, come through with the big TFL. A lot of times these offenses aren't prepared to handle all-out zero blitz, especially when it's from zone alignments, which puts them in a 3rd and forever. Expect the ball to come out quick. The Miners should tackle and get off the field here.
Tech now 4 of 10 on 3rd down. This is a 3rd and 22. Bullock just dumps it off. It's complete to Wiggins. Able to get near the original line of scrimmage at the 41. Katie Johnson there for the stop. An 11-yard pickup there. They're kind of in that no man's land territory, but it looks like the special team unit is coming on.
Yeah, it's right to punt the football here, and the Miners stepped up their defense there. It looked like the Bulldogs were gaining some momentum. They picked up 2 first downs. Good job of holding there, creating the TFL with the all-out zero blitz, and then tackling and getting the football back here.
Patrick Ray has been excellent tonight punting the football. They've pinned him deep 3 times. That one's going to take a bounce. No one able to get back. He's been doing a nice job of getting the ball high enough for them to be able to catch it inside the 5.
And this UTEP Miner defense is continuing to play well. We said that they would have to play their best game of the season to get the big win tonight, and it looks like they're up for the challenge.
All knotted up at 7 here in Ruston. Both touchdowns coming on big plays in the first half. Let's go back to that second quarter scoring drive for La Tech.
Yeah, and throwing the ball to True Edwards underneath, continuing to drive, getting the ball to Wiggins out on the edge, delivering the blow. And there you have Solo Lewis killing the defensive back off the line of scrimmage, getting them turned around, tucking the football away, finishing in the end zone.
Hasn't been great field position throughout this game for UTEP. Their average starting field position has been their own 18-yard line compared to Louisiana Tech at their own 40. That's incomplete there. Looking for Odom. Skylar Locklear in this game, 6 of 9, 62 yards. But remember, 47 of them came on the touchdown pass.
And other than those 2 explosive passes for both offenses, the quarterbacks have really struggled. These defenses are 1 step ahead. They're doing a good job of getting pressure with 3 and 4 down linemen. They're playing a lot of coverage, and they're not giving up explosive plays.
Hand off to Jackson, who's really been the most explosive player of this UTEP offense so far tonight. And takes a hit as he heads out of bounds. Picks up 2 on the play.
And Jackson is getting close to that 20 carry mark. Remember, last week he had 26 carries for 148 yards there, trying to attack the edge of the defense. And Demetrius Griffin-Taylor does a good job of crack replacing there and using the sideline as his friend to create this 3rd and 8+.
UTEP is 0 for 8 on 3rd down tonight. Jackson having a nice game so far tonight. And it's going to be a quarterback run. Locklear, boy, did not have any room to work. If that was a designed quarterback run, that pocket swallowed up on him immediately.
And the Bulldog defense expected that all the way. And you can tell that they're communicating at a high level pre-snap. Hey, they're emptying us out. They're spreading us out. Be on alert for the quarterback run game. And you don't see guys running up the field. You see them aware. And that's what it takes to get off the field on 3rd down.
There's the defensive coordinator, Jeremiah Johnson, for this La Tech defense. And that one's blocked. And it's going to bounce out of bounds. And Adam Jacklin could not get the punt away. Looks like that was Colton Deckard. Let's see who made the block here. Yeah, it is Deckard.
Another special teams mishap for the Miners. And we've seen this all season long. Problems with the holds. Big returns given up. And here, in an equal game, You turn over the momentum to the Bulldogs by allowing a block punt in your own area.
And more tremendous field position. Tonight's red zone brought to you by Verizon. They're well inside the red zone for this one. First and goal. Monty Givens in the backfield with Bullock as they put Lewis in motion. Hand off to Givens. And not much doing there, but the pile keeps going and he gets inside the 5. This is the first time in this game, Dante, that either team has been in the red zone.
And that's a crazy thing to say now that we're in the third quarter, right?
And the way they got there was on special teams. It had nothing to do with what either of these teams have done offensively.
Yeah, which is why these defenses are just playing phenomenal. And right here, they're not in until they're in. So this Miner defense wants to hold them to 3 right here. That would be a sudden change, and it would definitely be a win for the Miners down here in the red zone.
Penalty flag comes out, and we're going to get a false start penalty against La Tech.
False start. Offense. Number 24. 5-yard penalty. Second down.
That helps the Miners. It definitely doesn't help the Bulldogs. Now it's going to be second and goal from the 10-yard line.
That was on the freshman Fred Robertson. You see him there coming out of the game. So comes back to the 10-yard line, second and goal from the 10.
A lot of man coverage to the top. Watch True Edwards on a pylon throw to the top.
Edwards and Lewis are the 2 receivers at the top of your screen. It'll be a handoff to Givens and swallowed up immediately for no gain. Josiah Allen with the initial hit.
I love to see defensive backs getting involved in the running game, and you see it right there. Stepping to contact, not diving at the ankles, wrapping to tackle. The edge of the defense is what they wanted to attack and make the corners tackle, and they've been up for the challenge tonight.
UTEP trying to get a stop here on third down. La Tech is 4 for 11 on third down. They need to get in the end zone. Bullock running out of time. What a pursuit there. Maurice Westmoreland catches him from behind for the sack, and UTEP comes up with a defensive stop.
And that's Westmoreland's second. Here he is on the edge, standing up, and you'll see him coming off the edge, one-on-one, swipe the hands off, go back upfield, and the pursuit there to get Bullock on the ground. Bullock was looking for Solo Lewis on the 7 route to the back pylon. It wasn't there. The defensive backs took it away. Coverage and rush working together.
That was the 4th sack for the UTEP defense. Buck Buchanan on for a 36-yard attempt. That one up, and that one is no good. Only one official signaled, and it is no good. So UTEP gets the defensive stop. La Tech now misses a field goal, just like UTEP did at the end. And that one just missed there.
Very disappointing miss here. The Bulldogs had a chance to steal back the momentum on the gimme, and he shanks it to the left. 7-7 ball game still here in the third quarter.
Let's take one more look at this 36-yard field goal attempt from Buck Buchanan. And you can see it right there. We'll freeze it right at the top. And it just sails right over the top of that right upright.
And when you're looking at this,
it was ruled no good, Dante. Now, it is not reviewable because the ball was higher than the top of the uprights when it crossed the end line. So that means it is not reviewable. The only time a missed field goal is reviewable is it when it's higher or lower than the crossbar or lower than the top of the uprights. So what did you think?
it looked like it was very close. And I thought that you extend an imaginary goalpost above it, and if it crosses right over the top, it's a good field goal. But
that is correct. But again, not reviewable because the ball was over the top of the uprights. So UTEP gets the ball after the missed field goal. Locklear steps up, pass complete over the middle. It's caught by Cam Thomas. We have a penalty marker down over near the quarterback pocket, and Locklear is down.
And that's not good.
Zach Zymus
Personal foul, roughing the passer, with targeting, defense, number 21. The 15-yard penalty will be enforced. The ruling of targeting is under further review.
So they will review it as Locklear is down. They already have an injury to their starter, Caden McConnell, who's out for the year with a wrist injury. We saw Pickles come in, the true freshman, and he will be warming up here on the side. Let's take a look at the hit.
Take another look at that. And that's definitely targeting. When you launch your body, when you hit with the crown of your helmet, it hits the quarterback in the chin strap. They're going to call this every time. Look at his body fall backwards.
And Locklear,
21 Zymos is going to be kicked out of this game.
Still on the turf and was unable to protect himself. The chin strap, you can see, go above it there. It was nice to see Locklear being able to make a signal towards the official.
And then when you lead with the forearms as well, that's definitely a targeting call.
So they will review this. Again, it's a personal foul, roughing the passer with targeting. As they will review this. But this not looking good for Skylar Locklear. And we'll get down for the official word.
And there are times when you're out there and you can't really react, but that was just totally unnecessary. And he had time to react to that. He had time to tackle
properly. The ruling
properly.
on the field of targeting has been confirmed. Number 21 for Louisiana Tech has been disqualified for the remainder of the contest. The 15-yard penalty for roughing the passer to the end of the first down.
So those are two penalties that are added on top of each other.
And for me, I'm all about hitting guys hard, but I'm not about doing it in this manner and taking shots when guys are in vulnerable positions, especially the quarterback. Zymos is their third leading tackler, and they're going to need him for the rest of this game.
Jeremiah Johnson, the defensive coordinator, much like you saying, Dante, likes what his defensive players attack. But he's had some situations and was honest about us that he's had some guys get too many personal fouls, talking about Chief Leota, and in that situation, Zach Zymus. And in at quarterback is the true freshman, J.P. Pickles. Pickles got his first snap earlier in the game, coming in on a fourth down play and ran for first down. 6'1", 200-pound freshman from Tallahassee, Florida, played at North Florida Christian High School. Not expected to see the field this season, but still has some time to get that red shirt. And look at him go as Pickles drops the shoulder down, delivers some hits, and picks up another first down.
He looked like a miniature version of Tim Tebow. And this is what the offense has evolved to with true freshman Pickles on the field. And you see it there. Lead back in front, lowering the shoulder like a fullback. I like this type of offense. You play to his strengths.
And now a run for Javon Jackson. And
can he throw the football? That's what we want to know. If not, the Bulldog defense has to make some adjustments and move some of those safeties back closer to the line of scrimmage if this is just going to be a quarterback design, read, run type of game to end this.
Pickles already with 3 carries for 22 yards. Pickles had a 9-yard pickup there. He's going to run it again here on second down. And boy, he looks good running the football, doesn't he? Jacob Fields there to come up with the stop.
He looks very good running the football, but at one point does the defense really get a good lick on him? And that's why you don't really run your quarterback. No, he's the backup guy, but is he the only quarterback available left for this game?
He was only the fourth quarterback at the beginning of the year. They used Shea Smith on 3 different occasions, another freshman from El Paso, but he's already played 3 games. Remember, you can play up to 4 and still use your red shirt. So they're just getting creative when it comes to using the quarterback spot for the remainder of the season, at least for backup. But with Skylar Locklear out, that complicates things. They can't convert there on third down. Chief Leota with the stop. You see Cade McConnell there. Coach Walden confirmed to us that he is out for the season. which was tough for him to talk about, but he did confirm that he did have a wrist injury that will need to get worked on.
And this is just another test for this minor offense to have something for them to work through. You don't have a quarterback that can throw the football. You have to figure out a way to move the ball and get points. And here, if they can make this field goal and go up 3, it'll put them in better position.
Flabiano with a 44-yard attempt, and that one is good. So UTEP regains the lead. 10-7 as Flabiano hits from 44 yards away. 2:02 remaining in the third. UTEP in front. Saturday at 3:30, another big-time matchup out west when number 20 Illinois goes on the road against Dylan Gabriel and the number 1 ranked Oregon Ducks. The Big Ten is on CBS and streaming on Paramount Plus. And there's the guy that took down the Buckeyes.
Yeah, there he is. Oh, Gabriel. You know what? And I'll give him all the credit. He made the plays when he was supposed to. A lot of times it broke down. He got outside the pocket. He created explosives. He didn't turn the football over. And it's very tough to beat an Ohio State Buckeye team. So I give him all the credit in the world. We'll see him again.
What did you think about the intentionally putting 12 men on the field situation with Dan Lanning?
I thought it's called cheating.
There's not a more honest man in professional sports broadcasting than Dante Whitner.
It's definitely called cheating.
44-yard field goal from UTEP, 8 plays, 53 yards, 3:43 off of the clock, and they take the lead. How do you like them going back to their kicker in Flabiano to make a big kick in that spot?
I like it a lot. It shows that you have confidence in the young man, and though he missed the previous kick, you show belief in him, and that's what they're trying to build this culture on at this university.
So La Tech got stopped the last time out, and we've got another Wildcat formation here as Jimmy Holiday in, but it was Marquise Crosby getting the snap there. Just trying some trick plays, he picked up 2.
They're just trying to find a way to generate some positive yardage on first down. And right there, Jimmy Holiday, when they want to get this offense going, they'll put him in position to touch the football. There, he had to hand off to Crosby. I'm pretty sure they have a pass play out of that formation, but they have to figure out a way to consistently move the ball and pick up first downs.
Quick pass to Holiday, and Holiday throws it, and that pass, oh, that was bumped up in the air. I thought it was going to be intercepted. Wiggins, the intended target down the field as Holiday made the throw.
I feel like I'm in their huddle. There, they threw the ball to Holiday, tried to suck up the defense, and then tried to throw it behind to Wiggins. Wiggins just dropped that. It was slightly behind, which should be expected when you have a wide receiver throwing you the ball. You have to come down with that one and pick up that first down.
Holiday throws an incompletion, so we've got a 3rd down and 8. La Tech 4 of 12 on 3rd down tonight. Bullock with time, feels the pressure, fires over the middle. It's incomplete. He was looking for Lewis.
Normally when you see a receiver looking around like that, that means it's miscommunication between himself and the quarterback. And you saw True Edwards and Solo Lewis in the same vicinity. That wasn't the route concept. Mental errors in those type of situations, 3rd down, will get you off the field every time.
Dante, I have to admit, I'm really surprised to see the La Tech offense struggle this much against UTEP.
Well, they now have 2 games of data on offensive coordinator Nathan Young. And when you tally that all together, you can put a game plan together to stop them, and that's what's going on here.
We'll step aside here in Ruston. UTEP up by 3. Minute 9 left in the third. UTEP up 10-7 on La Tech here in Ruston. Let's go ahead and revisit your keys to the game, brought to you by Stanley Steamer.
For UTEP, it was create space for Jackson, 17 rushes for 90 yards. Great job. Stop the run, 4 rushing yards, give it up. And then for La Tech, protect the quarterback. They didn't do that. Quarterback has been sacked 4 times and hurried twice. And then for their defense, get off the field on 3rd down. UTEP 0 for 10 on third down. Mostly hit all of these goals tonight, which is why we have a fairly even, close game.
Saw the energetic Scotty Walden. Sonny Cumbie played quarterback for Mike Leach, Texas Tech. Coached under him briefly as well. Also coached under Gary Patterson at TCU. Again, J.P. Pickles, the freshman, now playing quarterback after an injury to Skylar Locklear. And UTEP came into the game with an injury to Cade McConnell. And not much there on the carry from Azel Jolly.
And that's just not going to get it done. These defenders are creeping closer and closer to the line of scrimmage. And they know that this offense is handicapped and they won't throw the football with Pickle, but they're going to have to throw the football. Even if it's just throwing it up on the sideline where only your guy can catch it, you have to try to push the football downfield. And
you have to wonder how many snaps he's been taking in practice the last few weeks. Again, not expected to see the field at any time this year, but here's Pickles back to pass, fires, and that pass kind of skidded up there into the turf and incomplete, looking for Kenny Odom there.
And this Bulldog defense is keyed in on that. You're looking for tight end screens, wide receiver screens. You know they're going to run the bubble, the quarterback read and option game. They're severely handicapped. And all you have to do is play man-to-man across the board, load the box, and you can stop this offense right now. Pickle is going to have to take a shot downfield to back this defense up.
UTEP 0 for 10 on third downs. And the other thing, Dante, is you have a team that plays so well defensively in Louisiana Tech and good at disguising their coverages. For a player in J.P. Pickles that has not seen a lot of live action at the college level, really any. Here's Pickles on the move, and this is the thing that he does best. Dives for the first down, took that one extra spin and was able to get across midfield and picks up the first down. What a run from J.P. Pickles.
And great extra effort there. And for this Bulldog defense, you can't let this happen. The only prayer that they have is if he takes off and runs the football, you can't allow him to pump you. You got to get him down there. Great job of Pickle picking it up with his legs.
12 yards to pick up the first down. That's the first pickup of a third down tonight for UTEP.
That's the end of the third quarter.
And what an exciting way to end the third quarter. And they are fired up on the UTEP sideline, jumping up and down. And look who's in the middle of that. We'll step aside. Fourth quarter coming your way next. They love it. In a West Texas town of El Paso, you're watching college football on CBS Sports Network, presented by Geico. To go back to the last drive for UTEP, Skylar Locklear taking a massive hit here from Zach Zymas out of the game. So in comes J.P. Pickles, the freshman, who came in for his first collegiate snap earlier in the game to pick up a first down, and then led them to another first down and eventually a field goal. He's had 39 rushing yards since taking over for the injured Skylar Locklear. And Pickles in this game doing a nice job in relief, but again, has not taken really any snaps at all. And look at him run. Oh, look at him somersault ahead.
And I'll tell you what, this freshman here is fearless. He's running through the teeth of the defense, using Wiggins there, or using number 22 as his lead blocker. And you see it there, the somersault, holding on to the football. He's not throwing the football, but he's very exciting running it.
J.P. Pickles making a name for himself tonight here in Ruston. Now with 49 yards rushing.
False start. Offense. Number 59. 5-yard penalty. First down.
And that's Otis Pitts, the third. Last week, Walden really talked about him setting the tone up front. He played his best game of the year, very physical. You don't want those penalties, especially when you can't throw the football. You need every yard here in this fourth quarter.
A false start penalty against UTEP. It's going to be Pickles again on the quarterback run. Colby Fields with the stop. 2-yard pickup.
Jesse Evans number 2, is really getting into it with the offensive line of this minor team. And right now, being handicapped, they're going to have to find a way to generate yards because this defense is slowly but surely creeping more and more up to the line of scrimmage.
Pickles this time tripped from behind. And it was Jacob Fields at the corner spot coming over to make the play from the opposite side. And it'll be 3rd down and 14.
Let's take a look right here at 23 here on the right side. And he's doing a good job of reading his keys. The gap opens up. He actually defeats a block, ricochets off, and makes the tackle in the backfield. We've seen him on multiple occasions tonight, finishing on the edge, setting the tone with the first play of the game. Ultra physical. Now we have a 3rd and long. Expect pressure from this Bulldog defense, forcing the Miners to get the ball out quickly.
Pickles spins away, unable to escape there. Does not lose yardage, but Michael Clark able to bring Pickles down, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Just relentless pursuit right there for Michael Clark. And again, the Bulldogs are doing a good job of getting pressure with a 4-man rush. If Michael Clark doesn't make that tackle, Pickles is probably running for a 1st down there.
Pickles spending a lot of time right next to Scotty Walden, who's had a meteoric rise as the 2nd youngest head coach in FBS football. As that one punted, and it's going to be caught inside the 5. And Adam Jacklin making a move like he was chipping the ball into the 5. Did just that. A 38-yard punt, no return.
Let's take a look at 88 right there. Michael Clark right there. It's effort a lot of times up the field, coming across the formation, making the tackle on Pickles, getting the big stop to get the Bulldogs off the field on 3rd down.
College football on CBS Sports Network is presented by Geico. And they're swimming upstream. I didn't know you could crowd swim here in Ruston, but why not? 10-7 our score, UTEP in front. La Tech with the football deep in their own territory. Sonny Cumbie hoping he and Nathan Young can get creative here to come up with some points. Have not been able to do well on offense tonight. Marquise Crosby in the backfield. Pass complete over the middle. It's Jimmy Holiday. Big play there. Escaped one tackle, nearly broke it. Xavier Smith finally there to bring him down. It's going to be a 32-yard pickup there for La Tech.
And you see the suddenness in the route right there from Jimmy Holiday, the RPO, and Evan Bullock fitting the ball into the 2nd window, making the first guy miss and fighting for those extra yards. Great job on 1st down, creating an explosive play.
They've only had a couple explosive plays. Their only score was that big 48-yard touchdown pass to Solo Lewis. And Crosby, the ball carrier. Sione Tangahua coming up with the stop.
And Tangahua did a good job of being gap sound, getting off of the block, and ultimately making the tackle on the back. A very physical tackle as well.
2nd down and 10. Under 11 minutes to go. UTEP hanging on. Their defense has been excellent tonight. Pass again over the middle. Kind of tangled up there. Amir Boyd Matthews was there in on the coverage. The pass is incomplete. The La Tech faithful wanted a penalty. What'd you think, Dante?
I didn't think it was a penalty warranted. Amir Boyd Matthews was the corner that was beat earlier on the game on the slant from Solo Lewis, and right there he made an emphasis of staying square, being ultra physical, and the refs are letting them play. I like it.
4-13 on 3rd down is Louisiana Tech. This has been one of the best teams in the country on 3rd down. 2nd in the conference entering play today at over 45%. Has not been the case so far tonight. Bullock fires. Pass complete to Holiday. Picks up the first down and just dragging Jalen Shelton with him.
That's a staple in this offense for the La Tech Bulldogs. You see X nasty, which means he's going to run a shallow cross, and he does a good job of just getting a step and running away from the leverage of the defensive back and also dragging him for extra yards at the end. Good job of leaning on Holiday here when they need to pick up some yards in this fourth quarter.
UTEP territory after the 17-yard pickup. La Tech moving the football. There's a run by Wiggins. Wiggins gets outside the numbers, takes a hit, and bounces right back up. And Josiah Allen there for the stop. There was
Moving on the field, the runner was knocked down, driven backwards on his own, or went backwards on his own, stepped out of bounds, second down.
We heard it there from the official. He took the hit, was not down there because he was on top of Allen. It looked like he was down and then went backwards.
Total lack of awareness from everybody involved. Wiggins did a good job of delivering the blow.
So it becomes just a 1-yard pickup. Now Wiggins, oh, what a tackle for a loss. Coming in, making a big-time play. Corey Chapman.
And that has to be his 4th TFL of the night. You don't even see him in the screen, and he does a really good job of timing the blitz. I don't know how many times I've said it tonight. If you time the blitzes as a defensive back, you can make plentiful plays in the backfield. Corey Chapman is really delivered tonight for this defense.
He has 3.5 tackles for a loss, so involved in 4 tackles. Bullock. Pass complete right side to Holiday. Eludes another tackler again and keeps the play alive. Jimmy Holiday has just been explosive tonight for the Bulldogs.
The suddenness and sticking the foot in the ground after the catch is what made this happen. You see Diamond? He was totally out of control. 3 catches here for Holiday on this drive. He's really putting this Bulldog offense on his back and willing them into the end zone.
Making great use of the circle button there. Amani Givens in the backfield. Handoff. Good positive yardage there. And Xavier Smith there to stop another Austin Peay transfer on this UTEP team. 6-yard pickup there from Givens.
And he liked Givens coming in last week and spelling Jackson. Amari Wiggins multiple times. And he did a really good job of picking up positive yards on every carry last week, and there it was no different.
So 2nd down and 4. Bullock airs one up. Got it. Givens got it. KD Johnson able to stop him before he could get in the end zone. But what a nice lofted throw there from Bullock.
And that's what good offenses do. They find the mismatch and they exploit it. Bullock does a good job of retreating there before the pressure gets to him. And you have Givens one-on-one with a defensive end, defensive tackle up the seam. Good job of executing there.
19-yard pickup to get him into the red zone. We'll step aside. La Tech in the red zone when we return with 7:08 to go, trailing by 3.
College football on CBS Sports Network is sponsored by Ameriprise Financial. Advice worth talking about. And by Verizon.
The football media room here at Joe Stadium, named in honor of OK Buddy Davis, a 69 La Tech graduate, has spent his entire career covering La Tech and Grambling athletics. Buddy, the executive sports editor at the Ruston Daily Ledger, inducted into the Louisiana Tech Athletics Hall of Fame in 2013, passed in 2019. Buddy's estate donated $100,000 to La Tech Athletics, established a scholarship. Tonight's Red Zone brought to you by Verizon. Only one previous trip, they missed a field goal, a controversial one at that. Pass complete over the middle, getting close to the goal line was Edwards, and he's going to be just shy at the 1 yard line. What a throw there from Evan Bullock.
Boy, was that a throw from Evan Bullock. And look, it was almost double covered, and he had to fit it into a tight area. And then True Edwards, the concentration to catch the ball in traffic, knowing that he's probably going to get hit from the safety. That's what you expect from your marquee player down here in the red zone.
First and goal from the 1. We had a goal line stop earlier from UTEP that led to the missed field goal. Here's the carry, punches it in. Amani Givens for the touchdown, his first of the season. And La Tech with their first lead of the night.
And off of the lead block from tight end Eli Finley, you'll see it. Wiggins does the rest of the work, unloading on the defensive back, Oscar Moore, and taking the lead for the Bulldogs here in the fourth quarter.
11 plays, 97-yard drive for the 1 yard touchdown from Amani Givens. And Buck Buchanan puts the point after through. And with 6:28 to play in the fourth, La Tech in front for the first time, up on UTEP 14-10. La Tech can spell another W. Sunday, we've got an outstanding NFL on CBS doubleheader with the early games headlined by the Eagles taking on the Bengals. Then, #1 draft pick Caleb Williams leads the Bears on the road against the Commanders. That's a CBS Sports Sunday. Get set for kickoff beginning at noon Eastern with the NFL Today. Sunday on CBS and streaming on Paramount Plus. And look at the matchup here. The two young gunslingers, Caleb Williams, Jayden Daniels. Don't know if Jayden Daniels will actually get to start, but all signs point to him being day-to-day or week-to-week, but we'll see.
I like both of those young quarterbacks and what they're doing for both of those organizations, putting them back on a winning track.
So La Tech out in front for the first time after the 1 yard touchdown run from Amani Givens. And that kick sails to the back of the end zone for the touchback. Now let's switch to easy mode for the Geico play of the game. And it's the play that set up the touchdown here, Dante.
And it's the throw down in the red zone to True Edwards. Bullock, confident, locked and loaded, put the ball in a tight area, but also True Edwards with the phenomenal concentration and courage going over the middle to get his team into scoring position.
All right, take a look at the numbers here recently from Evan Bullock. These last 3 games, he's been dynamite. You got to go back to that Middle Tennessee, just a breakout performance. That was the first game in which they made the switch from the play calling duties from Sonny Cumbie to Nathan Young with the 5 touchdowns there. And he's just been dynamite ever since. Javon Jackson, he's been great tonight. Jackson getting close to 100 yards. It'll be the first time in a long time that a UTEP player has had 100 yards rushing in 3 consecutive games. See Scotty Walden there.
Timeout for an injured player.
We got an injured player on the field for Louisiana Tech. It looks like it's Blake Thompson, the redshirt sophomore from Missouri City, Texas, down on the turf as we speak. Looks like he's favoring that left shoulder.
And remember, they already have 3 safeties that are out with injury. They can't really afford a 4th.
Michael Richard, of course,
Isaiah McLean.
getting hurt in that Middle Tennessee game. Isaiah McIlvain hurt
sorry.
earlier in this game. Let's take a look.
Let's take a look at the injury right there on the edge. And right there, defenders really put themselves in a vulnerable position when you don't wrap and you're just diving in using the side of your helmet and your neck. Hopefully he's okay. You see that he's in a lot of pain, obviously.
There is Michael Richard, again in a scary situation a few weeks ago. Left the field in an ambulance, but in good spirits. He's been with the team throughout. He's still in the concussion protocol for Louisiana Tech. Don't know if we'll see him the rest of the year. Open for a continued recovery for an excellent football player as Javon Jackson takes the handoff and picks up a first down. And they need to rely on Jackson here a little bit more, Dante, don't you think? Especially with the injury to Locklear, forcing them to go to the freshman J.P. Pickles.
Also, they continue to run the football there, but don't be surprised if they throw it with a play action. And Javon Jackson, going into the game, we said he had all the attributes, the slash ability, the ability to make something out of nothing, and that's what he's doing here in the fourth quarter for a second consecutive game.
Jackson now over 100 yards. Third time in a row that UTEP has had a 100-yard rusher in consecutive games here. The last time this happened was back when Aaron Jones was carrying the football for this UTEP team back in 2014. Pass complete left side to Cam Thomas. That minor back takes a hit before he can pick up the first down. Jacob Fields delivering it.
Again, how many times have we said Jacob Fields is playing physically dominating out there, and he's continuing that great tackling in the open field. Cam Thomas usually makes guys miss out there and pick up extra yardage.
Did pick up a few, but not enough to pick up that first. So we're going to have a 3rd down and 2 here for UTEP. 2 options here if you want to run it. You've got Pickles and Jackson, and it's going to be Pickles running it, and he's going to get stopped just short of the marker. They're going to say he picked up a yard and got to the 48. He needed to get to the 49. David Blay was there for the stop.
And they have to keep that offense out there. I don't think they have a choice. They have to go for it here. You can probably expect Pickles to use his legs to try to pick up this 4th down.
They've gone for it twice on 4th down and converted both times.
The safest thing to do is get under center and go quarterback sneak. It's close enough to be able to sneak it. I don't know if I like this shotgun there.
Pickles gets out of it. It's going to be a direct snap to Jackson, and he is going to be short, it looks like.
I didn't like that shotgun formation, whether it was a direct snap.
The side judge signaled short, or at least he's coming in short. No indication yet, and I think we're going to get a measurement. Again, he needed to get to the 49, but I think only on the front end of the 49. That does not look like he got the 49. That's going to look like at least a deck of index cards short.
And I didn't like that formation. Giving up 5 yards. They could have easily picked up that first down if they would have kept Pickles under center and just went with the traditional quarterback sneak.
You wonder how many times center Ivan Escobar has snapped the ball under center.
It's short. Bulldogs prevail.
So the defense gonna have to make some plays here with 3:43 remaining as La Tech stops them on 4th down near midfield. And Scotty Walden trying to keep his players focused and motivated after a deflating play here.
And you see the Bulldogs playing on the opposite line of scrimmage. And whenever you have a 4th and short, 3rd and short.
I'll be honest, that's a bad spot there,
getting
partner.
a lot of penetration.
That's to be honest, after looking at it and no one looked at it, that's a bad spot, partner.
They snap the football here, it doesn't really matter.
On the carry is Givens, who scored the go-ahead touchdown.
Now the Bulldogs go into their 4-minute offense. You would love to run the football every time here in the 4th quarter late. Run this clock down.
Here's the 4th down play again.
Not as much penetration as I thought initially.
See, he pushes forward.
He did.
So we've had some controversy on both sides. We've got that quote-unquote missed field goal from La Tech as Jimmy Holiday takes the snap and runs it left side. gets to about the 45-yard line, and UTEP's going to take their second timeout here. They have one remaining.
UTEP, their second charge timeout of the half.
So we still have 2:52 to go. They have one timeout, and we have the 2-minute timeout. Coming up here on CBS Sports Network, we'll head into the studio with our Inside College Football crews. They bring you up to speed on this game and all the gridiron action. We've got Adam Zucker, Brian Jones, Rick Neuheisel, Aaron Taylor, and Randy Cross all in our New York studios ready to talk about this one. Inside College Football is next. So this one's over. Louisiana Tech, for all they've been able to do here in this fourth quarter, 256 total yards, but just 10 rushing yards on the day.
They averaged a little bit upward of 100 yards rushing. And you expected them to have some success tonight, being that the Miners gave up 200 plus a game. But they came out and said they weren't going to allow them to run the football. And they played a really good game defensively, the Miners did.
Huge third down here. Bullock giving chase and just going to have to throw it away. And the clock stops here, but a penalty marker down over on the UTEP sideline. And a penalty marker over down by the 43-yard line.
There's no foul on the play for an ineligible player downfield as the quarterback was legally grounding the ball. Fourth down.
So no penalty on the play. It is fourth down, and the punting unit going to come on for Louisiana Tech with 2:45 left.
And you'd love to get a good punt and pin them down inside their own 10, 5-yard line.
They've been excellent at that all night.
Yeah, and being that they don't have a quarterback that can throw the football, that'll probably end their night. So this is a critical punt here in the placement of this punt.
Patrick Ray has pinned them inside the 5 3 times tonight. That one up in the air. Looks like it's going to be returned. Thomas breaking free. Still on his feet, gets to the 30-yard line.
And that was a sneaky good catch from Thomas there. I fully expected him to fair catch that. Picked up a first down, which they needed.
Jonte, can you talk to how difficult that decision is for a return man to...
It's very difficult for a return man to be able to gauge where the defender is and how much time you have to secure the football and make a move. But in a critical time like this, late in the fourth quarter, you almost have to take that chance to get hit to be able to pick up a first down or two. So I like what Cam Thomas did there. It seems like the punt team all stalled because they fully expected him to make a fair catch.
34-yard punt, a 21-yard return here. So UTEP has the football here at the 31-yard line. Again, J.P. Pickles, the freshman quarterback, getting his first snaps of his collegiate career here in this game. Handoff on first down, not much. Kells Bush with the stop. Carry was by Javon Jackson, the transfer, and a penalty marker is out here at the end of the play.
And that was a very late penalty.
After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, defense. The 15-yard penalty will be added to the end of the run, first down. That is number 48, first unsportsmanlike foul of the game toward disqualification.
Well, we've
did he show the jelly roll?
We've seen this call before here in recent weeks in college football. It was not announced that way, but it was the brandishing the weapon call in terms of taunting, lifting up his shirt and showing his hip, which has happened a couple of times for penalties. As Pickles stopped by Leota. Partner, I don't know. I've seen that call a few times in the college game, and I'm just not sure about it.
I'm not sure about that as well. I'm not sure about that penalty there from him lifting up his shirt. But it's going to come down to this final drive of the game. Pickles has to make some magic.
Tonight's player of the game brought to you by Old Trapper Beef Jerky. Well, no one got 50% plus one in our vote in the truck, so we went ahead and just gave it to the entire defense of Louisiana Tech, as they've been making some big plays down the stretch here to put them in position to win this football game, especially after Skylar Locklear left the game for UTEP, preventing them from getting first downs. Just 1 of 13 on third down tonight is UTEP. You can see defensive coordinator Jeremiah Johnson coaching this team up. Again, Skylar Locklear leaving the game after a targeting penalty and a massive hit he took. So JP Pickles, the freshman, in the game, and pass is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Kenny Odom there on that right side of the field. We'll bring up another third down. Again, just 1 of 13 on third down tonight are the Miners.
And that's all they really have in their arsenal right now is the screen play. They tried to fake the screen to the left. Kobe Fields up top, a veteran linebacker, wasn't having that bubble screen. Good job of locking to the hip of the intended receiver and forcing this 3rd and long. I'm fully expecting this Bulldog defense to sell out.
Well, you're in 4-down territory here, Dante. What are you drawing up here? Because it looks like Scotty Walden's going to take his final timeout here, which is very early to take it with 1:57 to go. But I mean, you got to pick up a first down, so you got to come up with something creative here with your freshman quarterback.
I think the most creative they can get is to go empty, spread it out vertically and laterally to where you make the defense show you exactly what the coverage is. And if you get the right coverage, you can go something simple as 4 verticals and just throw the ball up. You have you have a bunch of different playmakers that can go up and make a play on third down. But to continue to just run the football and concede, I don't agree with that. I think that at some point you have to throw the football.
Now you're in 4-down territory here, Dante. So do you try to get a chunk of yards on third down, make it a 4th and short, or are you trying to have 2 plays to pick up the first down?
I think you try to get at least half of it back to make it 4th and manageable. 4th and 10 is probably a little bit out of their range.
Ron Jackson in the backfield. Pickles looking to throw down the field, fires down the sideline, and it's incomplete. He was looking for the tight end, Marcus Vincent, who has a touchdown this season. Marcus Griffin-Taylor there in on the coverage.
And they were playing a form of cover 2 there, the corner sitting in the flat, the safety deep and high over the top, and he just tried to zip that ball into that dead area, the hole behind the corner. Griffin-Taylor there, and the safety did a good job of reading and breaking 1/3 the distance. The ball is in the air like Jeremiah Johnson, the defensive coordinator, said. A lot of times the guys aren't breaking. There was a fantastic job breaking on the ball.
Here's that empty backfield, 4th down and 9. This is probably the football game here. Dump it off, Pickles, and getting close, having to lunge forward. He's going to be short. He had a chance. Kenny Odom caught the ball. And no, they signal first down.
Kenny Odom is so good after the catch. He did, and he was knocked backwards by the defender.
And now a Louisiana Tech player has gone down on the field. That's Cedric Woods down there.
Let's take a look at where he caught the football. Good job of avoiding pressure from Pickles. He caught it, took a step back. You see, put the foot in the ground there. He was hit right around the 45-yard line. It looks like he might be short. Definitely short with the spot. If they take another look at this,
and they are reviewing it here.
He's short of the first down marker there.
Now remember, it was called a first down on the field. It needs to be irrefutable video evidence that he was short of the line to gain.
And I think that's clear as day there, Alex. He had to get past the 45-yard line and go to the 44.
Yeah, he never got to the 44
He didn't get it. He didn't get it. He's short. Great effort, but no cigar.
I'm trying to understand what you would have seen there to show that he had the forward progress to get to the 44 if he needed to get to the 44. But right now, the call on the field is a first down. It needs to be irrefutable video evidence that he was short of the line to gain.
That's definitely irrefutable evidence to me, Alex. And that's why it's vital that safeties and defenders run to the football. It's a game of inches, and you never know when you might be the guy to save the game.
And I gotta say, DeMarcus Griffin-Taylor actually makes the play of the game there, because if he doesn't swallow him up on that side there, Dante, he might have had an opportunity to fall forward to pick up the first down.
He would have, and that's how you play good team defense. You're supposed to be where you're supposed to be. Turn the ball back into the interior of the defense.
Determined that the runner was stopped short of the line of game at the 45-yard line. First down, Louisiana Tech.
So call overturned. The lights are flashing. A strobe effect here in Ruston. And the Bulldogs are a minute 44 away from celebrating. UTEP has no timeouts left.
And it might be time for the best formation in football, which is victory formation, where they don't even necessarily need to take another handoff or run the football. You just step back, kneel on it 2 or 3 times, and get out of here with a big win.
It certainly hasn't been the prettiest game for this Louisiana Tech offense. The only time they were able to get in the red zone on their own was on that touchdown scoring drive. The only other time prior to that was because of a blocked punt. So the La Tech offense comes out on the field. Evan Bullock looking to pick up his second win as a starter. And UTEP certainly has a lot to build on in this one, as Bullock will kneel it there on first down.
And UTEP's defense played phenomenal. We need to give them the credit deserved tonight. Coming into the game, they were giving up 212 yards rushing per game. And tonight, I don't even know if they gave up over 20 yards rushing. They were locked in. They were focused. They didn't give up big plays. They had gap integrity. They played as if they expected to win this game tonight.
Louisiana Tech's offense averaging on the season 109.5 yards per game. They have 9 rushing yards tonight. They lost a yard there. It was at 10 before the kneel down. But they've only had 10 rushing yards in this football game. It's been the lowest rushing yards allowed this season. The previous low was 85 against FIU. And in UTEP's history, they've only had 3 other times lower than 15 yards allowed in their history. They'd given up 0 one time. That was back in 1997 against BYU. So an excellent defensive performance by the UTEP Miners. Certainly some building blocks here, but they've got to figure out some answers at the quarterback position now. Skylar Locklear leaving the game. They already have a season-ending injury to Cade McConnell, and having to go to J.P. Pickles. He might be a big deal someday, but not tonight. Louisiana Tech will be victorious 14-10 over UTEP, coming back in the fourth quarter. And great respect between Sonny Cumbie and Scotty Walden. That's going to be a fun coaching matchup for years to come here in Conference USA.
And they know how close Conference USA is. All of the games can come down to this.